It's the motherfucking player haters. Oh, yeah.
Player haters.
That's right, guys. I hope you guys all enjoyed that little, send off for our GIFs. We hardly knew you guys. So important to our league. Such a fun way to celebrate your player and their success, and Yahoo being the fucking assholes that they are. They took it from us. They didn't even ask. Like our foreskin gentlemen, they didn't even ask. They just took it. So upsetting. I mean, how else are we going to celebrate? Type it out? That's gross. Nobody wants to do that. And then what about our vitriol, our hatred? We can't, just took it from us. I'm glad that I waited till later on. I was going to do a podcast earlier this morning before I left to run a few errands. And for whatever reason, I was just like, you know what? I'm not feeling it right now. I ended up getting another cup of coffee. And now, my brain was just firing. I was like, hey, we got to say goodbye to GIFs. I mean, I wrote it down in my little notes that I would bring it up, that I would talk about it. But goodbye, GIFs. I mean, why are we still here, Yahoo? Why are we still here, Shane Walker? How hard would it be to set up another league? Bunch of old farts. I'm stuck in my ways. I don't want to do it. Figure this shit out, these fuckers. All they care about is football. Okay, let's figure it out. All right, let's get into the week that was, because there's a week that is happening right now. All right. Where to start first? What did I say was the matchup of last week? You know what? I got to stop saying that there's a matchup of the week and forgetting about who I said was the matchup of the week. Let me get all this trash out of here. It's kind of abusing to the eyes. I know we see the Mandalorian Cup. You know what? That's inspiration right there. You got the Mandalorian movie cup right there. Let's talk about it. Mandalorians versus Ashton. Ashton, I guess I owe you a deep apology, sir. I am so sorry. I brought you up. I made you just, I was building your name. And then you stunk. You laid a stinker. 8-3 Mandalorians did not put the ass whooping on you because this was pretty close, Ashton, I will say. Going up against Scott and his dominant offense, he actually didn't dominate. You two tied in OBP so close that you ended up taking that category, and you tied in average. You destroyed him in stolen bases, and you had him by 5 RBIs, but you lost in home runs and you lost in runs, and you feel like your team is lacking in offense, which again, young man, I will educate you again. You can't have this many batters. They can't play every day if they're going to be sitting down there. I mean, you missed out on some beautiful stats from guys like Luis Garcia. And I realize you said, if they have a red X next to them, what am I supposed to do? But I don't know, man. Maybe don't have like 12 batters on your team, which I think you got more than that. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I mean, come on, dude. You know, on the flip side, your pitching just did not do what you wanted it to do this week, and that was something you were riding high on. Zach Wheeler gave you a stinker. Look, you traded away Sandy Alcantara. I think that you're very, how do I put this? You're a young man, okay? You react too soon. Let's just put it that way. You have to mature a little bit. You can't be like, fucking Sandy Alcantara in Colorado. You put 7.94 up there, kid. I understand that you love baseball, but you have to understand baseball, okay? There are pitchers that go to Colorado that throw up stinkers. And it's not because they suck. It's because pitching in Colorado sucks. Okay, there's certain dynamics that go on in that stadium. It's not just like something we talk about. It's proven. It's factual. Okay, Sandy Alcantara gave you a dud in Colorado, but what did he do the next game? You might have actually, I don't know. Don't just, come too quickly to a conclusion. Don't just come too quickly, slow down, give it some time. But hey, you got to trade out of it. Josh is excited. I know he is. But anywho, to the victor go the spoils in Scott. He took every pitching category that could because, Ashton, you had a little bit of a stinker. But that's all right. You move on. We'll talk about a little bit more later. Maybe we won't because my brain always forgets shit. So I don't know. Let's go on to the next matchup, the one that's right above y'all's. Jazz on them Tatis and Agents of Chaos. I tell you, man, Brian is he is not backing down. That boy is on the rise. Let me tell you, this was an offensive crazy week. 44 ribbies from old Nick, man. I mean, holy shit, donkey fucks. This is a lot of offense. There were fucking 30 home runs between these two guys. I mean, damn. Hunter Goodman gave you 2. Ozzy Albies came back around, gave you 2. Dansby Swanson. Did we really drop him too soon? Did we get rid of Dansby? I mean, he had that one crazy week, but let me tell you, let's look at June 24th. He has an amazing day. Doubleheader, 3 runs, 2 home runs, 11 RBIs. And then after that, 0 for 4, 0 for 4, 0 for 4, 0 for 4. I mean, everybody was like, why would I pick this fucker up? And then you pick him up, and he goes 2 for 4, and then 2 home runs, and then 3 home runs, and then 0 for 2, 0 for 3. And then he went 1 for 4 yesterday. I mean, it's like, is this going to be the Dansby roller coaster? Brian Reynolds is doing things for you. But yeah, if not for Dansby, what would have been that week for you, Brian? Let me ask you. But look over on the flip side. Riley Green, 5. He's just one of those. He's quiet. Like nobody, it feels like, in the industry even talks about him. He's another Detroit Tiger that was snubbed at the All-Star game, which we'll talk about the All-Star game, which that reminds me, I want to pull that up. MLB All-Star team list. I'm going to talk about that for here in a second because we all know that it's bullshit how some of these players just get on there Like, oh, well, he's from my country. I'm going to play him. He's not an all-star, fuckers. Okay? Hey, he's not a fucking all-star, eh? Let's look at you guys' pitching stats. Pretty close here. Not the numbers you really want. 3.86. That's respectable. And you won that category there, Nick. Not enough, though. Brian did what he needed to do in the wins and the strikeouts and the quality starts, and he won 7-4. Fucking A. 11 RBIs, too, for Nick? Jesus. Who the hell gave you 11? I'm sorry, not RBIs, stolen bases. 6 from Connor Griffin. Dang. Speedy Gonzalez. Anyways, moving on. Brian takes the win on that one, 7-4. Let's talk about this other matchup. This was a matchup, two top 6 teams between Jason and Josh. And Josh, not what he wanted. He got 43 ribbies. Big home runs from these guys, too. 14 and 12. 6 stolen bases to none for Jason. Jason ended up taking, or they split the baseball cats, except for, sorry. But the pitching from Josh's team, not what he wanted. Lost by 6 strikeouts, 5 quality starts. 5 wins, 2 quality starts. Wow. Okay. So I can speak. Let's see who were some big offensive. Look at that. Down the board, Manny Machado's coming around. Fuck off. Bobby Witt Jr., Brandon Lowe, how do you pronounce it? Wilson Contreras. Josh, did you catch your little, he's been on your team all season long. He's the best player you traded for. But yeah, pitching not so good from Gage Jump. Paul Skeens. Ooh, not looking good. Not good, my friend. You thought, oh, I'm going to, my farm system is going to come through for me. Not! Ha! Brandon Sprout, however you pronounce it. Trey Savage had a pretty good week. Relief pitchers, just costing people cats and stats. Walker Buehler, that is last year, 2025. That's his ERA, by the way. Christian Scott, he's bouncing around. Tatsui Mai, Brandon, just names, just trade drop fodder right there. 9-3 for Jason on that one. Telling you, Jason, look at yourself, man. Look at you. Let's talk about Shane and Jesus. Shane, not going away, not going quietly into that good night. Shane, 11 home runs, 40 ribbies. Man, when there were some offensive numbers put up, let me tell y'all. To Jesus's 5 stolen bases, he won the average with 298, and he won ERA and save plus holds. They tied in quality starts. Shane was able to walk away with 6 wins, strikeouts, not the ERA Shane would have wanted, but let's look at a few players from this matchup. Rafael Devers coming around, fuck off. Otto Lopez, a name, just was out there a few years ago. I think Toronto had him, and then the Giants or something. I don't know, but either way, nobody wanted his ass, and now look, everybody's probably searching for him. Pete Crow Armstrong doing Pete Crow things. Colson Montgomery, just quiet third baseman in that Chicago White Sox lineup. Power guy, power dude. Shohei Ohtani not really panning out, not doing things that you want. Tyler Soderstrom's been injured. Mookie Betts was quiet as a church mouse. Corbin Carroll, can't hear him either. This new guy, Valdez Esmeralin. Pitching-wise, not a good week from Yonidaris Gomez. Injuries. That looks a lot better. Martin Perez hitting the IL for the Braves. He can only ride that horse, which I think he took a comebacker or something. Shane Bieber. Nope. Not what you want there, Shane. Brandon Woodruff, Gonzo again. Should have traded him when you had the chance, my boy. But you didn't. It's all good. Speaking of Shane, real quick, thank you to the Pokeneses for hosting a very fun, enjoyable, relaxing July 4th, 250 years. I forgot to showcase. This is why I'm in the other goalie jersey. I'm telling you guys, I got several Goldschmidt jerseys. But this is the salute to service. Sorry, let me get that flag up there. Um, like this jersey, don't again hardly ever wear it, but yeah, nice little jersey here. The wife actually wears this one a little bit more. I don't know why. Hunter green is just her color. Uh, brings out the color in her eyes. That's right. I don't even know if she's listening. She ain't even back there. Where's she at? She's supposed to be at work. She's supposed to be at work. What are you doing? Anyways, thanks again, Pokenesis, for having us over. We shot some guns. We had some funs. We shot out fireworks. We ate some food. Uh, I think we even painted a mat. And I tell you what, I'm not very good at drawing sixes, apparently. Um, I painted a mat. The American flag said 1776, and it looks more like 177B. So, speaking of six, it's time to talk about it, Walker. Suck a dick, motherfucker. That's all I'm gonna say. You gonna come up here, you gonna draft, you gonna like pick somebody off of waivers because you fucking know where Miami was going. You knew they was going into Colorado, which is kind of funny because, your boy, your best friend for the week, Kyle Stowers, he didn't do all his damage in Colorado. He did his damage in San Francisco. But that boy put up some numbers. Do y'all want to hear what Kyle Stowers did? Good, I'll tell you. 10 runs, 3 home runs, 7 RBIs, batted .423. Waiver wire fodder on that motherfucker, but it won him runs. Yay, I'm so happy for him. Now, on the flip side, I counterbalanced your shit and went out there and, hey, are you getting back to work? You clocking in or what? What's happening? What happened? What's wrong?
I don't feel good.
No, she don't feel good, guys. She probably had some bad food on July 4th at the Pokenesis.
That's not true.
What happened? What'd y'all feed her?
It's not true.
She must have had some bad beaver. Nicole. Clean it down there. Anyways, sorry. Moving on. Yeah, go out there. I knew he was going to grab Chase DeLauder. I wish I did. I had the opportunity to. I saw him up there, and I was like, I grabbed Jake McCarthy instead, and Jake counterbalanced your bullshit for my bullshit. He just didn't get me all the runs that I needed. But that boy flew so high for me last week. Thank you, Jake McCarthy. Appreciate you, Arizona. Former Arizona Diamondback, they wish you were on their team. But yeah, whatever, Walker. And then you drop him this week. Why? We all know why. It's fine. Anyways, you go out there, you grab your butt buddy again. What was his name that you grabbed? Who'd you get? You love him. The name's not coming to me. You dropped him earlier because you probably did. God dang it, what's his name? It's like right here. Like I could literally pull it up and I could tell us all what he did. Hold on one second. Who the hell did he pick up just a second ago? Luke Keeschel. That's right. Yeah. Drake Baldwin came around a little bit for you, but he's still a little off kilter. He'll get back around, I'm sure, but I'm glad he didn't get back around last week as much as you wish he did. Him and I split these categories in the batting stats. I got nobody on my team that wants to steal. It's so funny. You have Nico Horner on your team, and the boy can't get on base, and therefore he can't steal him. So there you go. But yeah, Rally Monkey's got the run support that he needed from one instant drop on a Monday. Kyle Stowers. I got to tell you, last night, a little bit of a nail biter. Ranger Suarez comes up. I was looking for that dub. I was looking for that quality start. I was definitely looking for them strikeouts. And a comebacker. Or, no, he goes to throw the ball and throws out his abductor. That's baseball, right? And I bench Michael King earlier in the week. Probably would have had the win already locked up, but I bench his ass because the fucking Dodgers. Michael King goes out there, looks pretty ace-like. And yeah, Ranger Suarez is now day-to-day, but he got me the needed strikeouts to put you away there, Walker. Talking shit on a Sunday, too, and I wasn't even done playing, and you're like, yeah, the score is corrected. Okay, whatever. By the way, did you appreciate me just giving you your own little spotlight of Alec Burleson, whatever the fuck he is doing. What is that? What is that? You know, what is that? What is it? Looks stupid, but whatever. I don't care. You miss it. We all miss it. One more moment of silence for GIFs. And we're back. All right, welcome back. So, anyways, and we all missed out on that Tommy Edmond grab. Oh, shit. Oh, he'll be waiver wire fodder real soon because he's day to day right now. He'll be on his way to the IL. It's like, we know, bro. We know who these players are. And you should know too, Walker, but yeah, everybody else is just beneath you because they didn't grab him. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever, he gave you the one stolen base needed to get that category, so fuck me, right? All right, moving on. Let's talk about pitching real quick. Oh, Hunter Brown didn't do it for you? Oh, that sucks. Roki Sasaki didn't do it for you? Ah, oh, that sucks. Let me go ahead and put this out there into the world, okay? Real quick. All right. Guys, listen. Two people are going to be upset about what I'm fixing to say, but here it is. All right? You ready? You ready? Are you listening? Put your listening ears on. Here we go. All right, perk up. If you see an offer from Jason or Walker, any player, steer clear, my friends, because they're either what they want to get rid of, like onto the waivers, or they're just aware that they suck. And they're just riding high, hoping, but they know they suck. Case in point, who's the one pitcher that Walker's just so eager to get rid of? Roki Sasaki. So let me go ahead and tell you, you don't want to trade with this guy because he knows either something or he just knows that it's going to blow up eventually, okay? And then Jason on the flip side, who's the one outfielder that, oh man, if you guys need an outfielder, here you go. Joe Odell hit the waiver wire sooner than the fucking shit that comes out of my ass hit the water in the toilet. My God. That boy's like, I'll trade you Joe Odell. Because if you don't want him for that ace of a player that you got, he's going down the well of shit. My gosh, so that was just, there you go. It's like we know not only players in fantasy, but we also know the players who play fantasy. Right? Am I right? Am I right? Oh, and let me just go ahead while we're over here. Yeah, well, we know Casey and Ray are going to trade every year, and she's going to give them away, all of her good players, for like mediocre players. And if we're learning something about Ashton, we know that boy does not know how to, I don't know, marginally like weigh a trade. Like he'll be like, hey, look, I want Junior Caminero. I will give you all the 17 batters that I have that are on my bench for him. You're not going to play them all. And once I trade you away Junior Caminero, you trade him away. You won't have a third baseman in this at all. So don't worry. That kid, love you, Ashton, but my gosh, coming at you like, look, dude, Matt Olson, Junior Caminero, and Parker Messick for Zach Wheeler, a donkey fucking a whale picture, and this positive penis. What do you say? On the fantasy trade analyzer, it says I'm winning this by 19 points. Just giving you shit, kid. You'll grow up. You'll come around. Speaking of growing up, let's talk about it. Eric, are you all right? You okay? 10-0. I think if I went back in time and looked, this is now your second goose egg. Ugh, gross. That's nasty in baseball, bruh. And what kind of sucks is like, this was pretty close. You lost by 6 strikeouts. You tied in wins. You lost by 1 quality start. Your ERA is not where you want it to be. You lost by 2 stolen bases, 4 home runs. You tied in runs. The average in OBP. Man, Jordan Walker came around for you. Mickey Moniak did some things for you. Yordan Alvarez is just super fly. Byron Buxton, day-to-day. He didn't do anything. I don't even know why I said his name. James Wood is coming back around. He did some things. Ketel Marte, he did some things. She made a trade too. A trade? It was not me. Oh my gosh, it happened. Holy fuck. Shea Langoliers is now on her team, but day to day, ugh. She got some pretty good pitching. Zebby Matthews, she goes out there, picks him up, and then he poo poos and gets injured. Not what you want. She got Logan Henderson coming back. She traded away Max Meyer, but not after she got a nice little start from him. On the flip side, Eric, I mean, doesn't it suck, man? I mean, we all probably can sympathize. You wait for somebody on the IL. You're just pining for the opportunity for them to be active, and then they become active, and then they put up 21.60 ERA for you. But Ryan Weathers wasn't doing you any favors either. Nathan Eovaldi and Jose Soriano, okay, I mean, 5.40. Nathan Eovaldi got you a dub, whatever. It is what it is. So, fireworks or fire sale? Is it time for you to start trading off some of these players in hopes that you can get it done? I'm already down 6-0. Let me see how many home runs he's got. Ooh, a 54.00 from Christopher Sanchez? What? Talking about this week, by the way, myself and Troubleshooters, we are in a heated matchup already. Look at it. But yeah, fireworks or fire sale. Are you just so excited for your team looking at where you're at, or do you need to try to make some trades in hopes that you can make the playoffs? Because if you guys are doing the math and you've been listening and you've been watching this award-winning program, you would know that we have 22 weeks in a regular season, and this is week 16. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's right, 6 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs and the consolation are set. Do you have time? I think you do. Listen in, okay? Eric and his son are collectively tied. They're tied together. It's so sweet. They are 20 games back from Walker. Now drop down to where troubleshooters sit. They are only 14 games back. So, with a few good weeks, maybe if Eric can stop putting up goose eggs, or, maybe Ashton can make one of those big trades and trade away all those batters that he's got that are, just sitting out there. Who knows? Just saying. There are teams out there, Brian, Shane, Nick, maybe also looking. Maybe they got something you want or need to help you get up. And there's people up here that are like myself without a fucking backup outfielder. Julio Rodriguez got a hit in the noggin. He's out for 7 days. Who knows what it'll be when he comes back. And that's it. That's the only backup bat I got right now. Holy shit. Anyways, don't worry about Walker, guys. His team is perfect. He already told me last week he's the better team, so you guys don't need to trade. He's been sitting at first. And by the way, if y'all go back and look, how is he number one? The dude hasn't won a matchup. I think in 3 weeks. Let's go back in time. Last week, lost 6-5. The week before that, where are you at? Lost to Troubleshooter 7-5. The week before that, he won against Shane 5-4. Sorry. Week 12, where are you at? You tied with Ray 6-6. Week 11, where are you at? You lost 9-3 to Brian. I mean, how are we looking up at this guy? I mean, he's some world beater. Okay, whatever. I think the biggest matchup that he actually won was against that aforementioned Eric when he shut him out 11-0. He been riding that 11-0 week. Where you at? Oh, he beat swinging and missing 10-0. Sorry, so that was the goose egg. Eric, have you had 3 goose eggs? No, you couldn't have. I thought I seen an 11-0. No, not seen an 11-0. Seen an 11-1. Okay, so 2 10-0s for old Eric. Either way, it's how are you this number one-ish? Whatever. It just probably suggests that you've been lucky, sir, and the rest of us have been unlucky with our matchups. Unlucky bullshit. Anyways, I'm only 2 games back from you. 2.5 games back is Jason. 2.5 games back from Jason is Josh. Half a game back from Josh is Scott. And half a game back from uh, Scott is Jesus. Now, the margin between 6 and 7 is kind of 6.5 games. So it's tied up at the top, but not at the bottom. Game and a half from, or it's tight down there as well. Wait, let me back that up. It's close. Ray, Nick, Eric, and Ashton. It's a game or a half a game between those 4 teams. Now, up to Shane, Ray is behind by 5 games. But again, what I'm getting at is it's still nobody's eliminated. Okay? So I'm going to say, like, is it fireworks or fire sale? Are you excited where your team's at? I can tell you that if you're probably in the bottom 4, you're not excited. But if anything, last week, granted, both Ray and Eric are in the bottom right now, a 10-0, a 9-2, an 8-3 type of next few weeks, you might find yourself sitting really close or in the top 6. Because you never know. I mean, as of right now, let's talk about it for the last 30 seconds. I'm facing off against Jesus, top 6 matchup. Shane is facing off against Wheeler. This is a week where Shane might be able to pick up some steam. Or the aforementioned Ashton. Josh will face off against another top 6 team in Scott. So you see here, there's some chances for you guys to, separate the gap. Nick will face off against Ray. Jason faces off against Brian. Eric faces. It's the motherfucker player.